1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with a combat radio. Where's Rafi? Where is he? Philip Carl Roberts, he knows a sketch should be here any minute now. Why am I not hearing myself? Can you hear me? 1 2. Hold on, let me turn this thing. 1 2 1 2. Okay. Okay, that sounds. What's that? What's that sound? Oh, it's the springs. It's the springs. Okay. So what we doing now? What we doing now? Okay, let me get situated. And first things first, let's do the sound check. Nope. I ain't gonna do it. Okay. I think here we are. Here we are. Okay. I think here we are. Here we are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? I pressed the wrong button. I'm skipping through all kinds of shiznicks. Where am I now? What the hell? What the hell? Let me try and get resituated. Okay. And boom, boom, boom. We are good. How's it looking? How's it looking out there? Okay. First things first. I'll come in with the introductions in a second, but first of all, we got to make sure that the area is nice and tidy. We got to tidy up the area. We got to tidy up the area. Come on. Let's get it done. Okay, that looks about right. How does it look up on the screen? Excellent. I know there's something missing. I know there's there it is. There it is. Boxing talk with Rafi. Now let's get jazzy with it. Let's get jazzy with it. What's this thing called? Boxing talk and classic fight review. Well, let's put that in there because we got the flexibility. Boxing talk and classic fight review. Is that it? Nope. Yeah, that's spelled correctly. Okay. That looks classic fight review. That looks nice and tidy. Okay, how does the area look now? How are we looking? Okay, that's excellent. Okay, so what else we got to do? James Jameson up in the building. He's joined us. Good of you to join us, James. Where have you been? Finishing off the last flute of champagne, no doubt. Where are we? Okay, what else have I got to do? I know there's something. I know exactly where it is. I knew there was something missing. I knew there was something missing. Well, let's take care of that. I mediate. What's that there? Oh, okay. We can get rid of this. Boom. And what else can we get rid of? We can get rid of this. Boom. And in place of that, let's put up. I know exactly what we need to put up. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. BT. Boom. Is that it? 9. Yes. I found what I was looking for. Some people spend their whole lifetime. They still don't find what they're looking for, but I found it. I'll show it to you in a second. There we are. Boom. Let's tidy that up. And let's get this thing in here for your enjoyment and edification. Is that one? No. Yes. Yes. Okay, so have a gander. Have a gander at this then. How do you like that? How do you like the artwork? How do you like the artwork? Okay, so let's put that back. I don't even need that because I got that thing floating at the bottom of the screen. Boom, boom, boom. We're doing. We're innovating on the fly. We're innovating. James knows. James knows that I know what he's been up to. He's been on that last flute of champagne. Trust me. Trust me. I know him. I know him. I know him like the back of my hand. I know him like the back of my hand. I know there's something else I want to do. What is it? What is it? It's racking my oh, dame. Of course, we got to put this. We got to put the link up in the chat. I haven't really talked properly with you guys yet, but just allow me to get relaxed and situated. Just allow me to make sure that everything is in ship shape and Bristol fashion. Just racking my brains. Is there anything I have not done? Racking my brains. It's a good thing I rack my brain too, because I keep on starting the damn shows, and I've done it in the video I've just uploaded as well. I keep on starting the damn shows. I forget to put my intro. I forget to put my intro in the intro. I kind of forgot today, but I don't care. I'll circle back and rectify the matter. Never be too proud to circle back and do something that you forgot to do. What's that there? What's that there? I'm easily distracted. Easily distracted. That's what you say on my school report. Damn, some things never change. But let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do what I want to do. I know exactly what I want to do. Let's see if I can do what I want to do. Let's see if I can do what I want to do. The music has just stopped. So is this the most opportune time to do what I want to do? Is it? Is it the most opportune time? What's this here? Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're cooking on gas. We're cooking on gas. What am I going to do? Am I going to make this bigger? Is that going to work? That's not going to work. That is not going to work, mate. That is not going to work. However, I do know what will work. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. But stop there, though. Don't go until I say go. Don't go until I say go. Okay. So I think you know what I forgot to do. I think I may have mentioned what I forgot to do, but it's never too late to rectify matters. Let's bring this thing down here down. Okay. And let's get this thing started properly. Let's get this thing started properly. That ain't proper. That's far from proper. That's far from proper. This, however, may be proper. And this is how I should have started it. But I forgot. But never mind, because it's never too late to rectify your errors. That's the way. That's the way things are supposed to start. That's the way I should have done it. Okay, so you are in tune to Classic Fights, what's it called? Boxing Talk and Classic Fight Review. And I don't know, how are we going to start this thing? Seems like people are slowly coming in. So I know I have the perfect remedy. I think they need 5 minutes. To get in here. So I think we need a 5-minute video to help usher people in. Yeah, like I said, this is a boxing talk and classic fight review. So what's going to be happening tonight is we're We're going to have the boxing talk, and the subject is who has been the best trainer in boxing history? That's the question. Who's the best trainer in boxing history? And I should write that in. I'm going to write that in now, actually. I'm going to write that in now. Where are we? Who is the best? That's all I need to get capitalized. Who is the best trainer in boxing history? Add that as a banner, and then boom, how you like that? And of course, I forgot the question mark, but boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we're there now, and that's a very peculiar background. It's the wrong background. Let's change the background before we go to the warm-in video. That's the background from yesterday. Yesterday. Okay, and let's get today's background in. Why can I not see it? There it is. Boom, boom, boom. And we got a few more comments in the comment section. We got James Jameson saying Ray Arcel. He's only saying that because Rick Glazer said it yesterday, the day before. Come on, Jim Jameson. You're saying Eddie Futch before. Come on. Don't think I forgot. Have you ever seen Salvador Sanchez versus Wilfredo Gomez? Wilfredo Gomez. I think it would be a good fight to review in the future. I saw a lot of. If it was a good Salvador Sanchez fight, then I probably saw it back in the Dizay. With Salvador Sanchez versus Wilfredo Gomez. I can't remember who won. Don't remind me. It'll come to me, or I'll watch it. But I know it was supposed to be a corker. Man, Emmanuel Stewart. Yes, I hear that. Ben Davidson says James Jameson, just because they got 3 syllables in their surnames. I can see the pattern there, mate. I can see the pattern. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a warm-in video. That makes the most sense. It's a Friday. People are slow getting in, a little bit sluggish. So we'll go to a quick warm-in video, and then when I come back in, Chet Collins. Who the hell is Chet Collins? Never heard of you, mate. OMG. Okay, so Chet Collins, write something in the comment section. I got a guy by the name of Chet Collins, never heard of. He might be a legit guy. But Chet, write something in the comment section, right down there. Write something in the comment. Oh, private chat. Yeah. I just want to say my piece, son certain. So I never heard of you, mate. I've never heard of you. So what you need to do, are you even a subscriber? Chet Collins, this sounds very bizarre. Chet Collins just pops up, never heard of you, never seen you, never heard of you, and now you just pop up. You've been watching for 2 months. But never left anything in the comment section, Chet. Is that what you're telling me? You've been watching for 2 months, but never left anything in the comment section, Chet. What's that all about, mate? Why have you been watching for 2 months and never commented? How does that work? That seems weird, mate. That seems very, very strange. Very, very strange. Just joining in the comment section, joining in the chat, and yeah. Or any relation to Steve Collins? Yeah, joining in the chat, mate. Joining in the chat, and we get to you later. Okay, we just hop off for now and just joining in the chat. Yeah, thank you. Very, very thank you. Okay, you might be legit, so I won't go too hard on you, but it's a bit weird when somebody I've never heard of just pops up coming backstage. You know what I'm saying? You say you've been listening for 2 months and you never put anything, you've never commented. What's that all about? Yeah, man. Just, you know, have a little bit of etiquette, have a little bit of manners. You say you've been there for 2 months, then you should have been supporting for 2 months. You should have been commenting for 2 months. You know what I mean? Chet Collins, are you any relation to Jamie Donnelly, who's just popped up? Are you any relation to Jamie Donnelly, who's just popped up behind the scenes? Yeah, you just stick in the chat, mate. You just stick in the chat. Stay in the chat. We've got the warming video coming up. So you're in luck, mate. You've got in here nice and early. OMG. You gotta laugh at some of these things. You gotta laugh. We're having a laugh. Okay, so let me put that to one side there. And then what we got over here? Okay, we're good over here. Are we good over there? We're good over there. What's this here? I don't know what that is. We don't need that. Do we need that? I'm pretty sure we do not. Okay, so let me look at the chat there. What's going on here? Let's have a look. Let's make sure this thing is nice and tidy and clean. Okay, nice and tidy and clean. OMG. Hey, Jamie Donnelly, hop off, mate. Hop off and join Steve Collins or whoever it was before, you know, in the chat. Join the people in the chat and make friends and, you know, be a part of the warm and welcoming community. Oh my gosh, Uncle Burnt Apostrophe. He's gone for a local man. Okay, that's Cool in the Gang. That's the vote for who is the best trainer of all times. Okay, I'm sure you can explain that. Very well, James Jameson. That's very. I look forward to your explanation on that one. OMG. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, we're looking for that warming video, are we not? And why is the lettering so big? Yeah, let's get back into this thing over here, and then let's get into what am I looking for? I'm looking for a warming video. I'm looking for the right one. Looking for, how long does that last? Oh yeah, that might be a good one. That's only a few minutes. What else we got? Damn, I've actually got a 2-minute 20-second video. Damn, I think that's got to be the shortest video I've ever done. Is it? Maybe. Is it? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I've never played this one. This is a fun one. What is that? Nice little 5 minutes and 2 seconds of entertainment for the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio crew up in the building. It's a Friday. It's a combat radio day. Every day is a combat radio day. But right about now, let me line this thing up and make it look nice and sweet. Okay, so I think we're good. We're good to go. Boom, boom, boom. And let me share my screen with you. Let me make sure there are no lawful impediments stopping us from enjoying this shiznix. Okay, so boom. Make that bigger. Make the sound bigger. I'm going to have to leave that up on the screen right there because just to make sure that everybody knows. Everybody knows what's going on. What's going on, Rafi? What's going on? Okay, right. So, without much further ado, let me kill the music rather abruptly, like so. Boom. I like the way I did that. And let's rearrange this miking situation with a little twist and go. Yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And today, we're looking at the words of El Presidente, Mauricio Suleiman. Okay. Mauricio Suleiman had some very interesting things to say. Take it away, Mauricio.
We were asked if Fury would be named franchise champion, and I have been clear that Fury will fight Wilder, and then he has to do the mandatory contender, the mandatory title defense.
Boom, boom, boom. You heard it from Mauricio Suleiman himself. He said that Fury had to fight Wilder, and then he would have to fight the mandatory contender. I don't know if you saw what Mauricio Suleiman did there. He effectively said that Tyson Fury would beat Deontay Wilder and then have to go on to fight Dillian White. I don't know if that was Mauricio's intention. I'm pretty sure it wasn't his intention to just spill the beans. Mauricio Suleiman just spilled the beans. Clearly stated who he thinks will emerge the victor in the third fight.
We were asked if Fury would be named franchise champion, and I have been clear that Fury will fight Wilder, and then he has to do the mandatory contender, the mandatory title defense.
OMG. What the hell happened to impartiality? My. Boom. Was that the one that broke his cheekbone? Was that the one that broke his cheekbone with the metal object in the glove? The glove looks kind of smooth to me. Where's the metal object? Now we're talking about this glove this time. This is an old video. Recycling. Where's the metal object? I don't see. The glove looks smooth. There's no metal object protruding. I don't see that. You're saying yourself. You're saying for yourself that the glove looks smooth, like it's been sucked on by a suction cup or something. So surely if it was sucked on by a suction cup, you would see the outline of the metal glove that left a dent in Deontay Wilder's cheekbone. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, in fairness to Mauricio Suleiman, he did correct himself. He did correct and amend his statement. So let's take a look at that, or listen to that. And thanks goes out to Boxing Social.
Whoever is the champion of the Fury Wilder 3 has to do the mandatory title defense. So we're not going to use the franchise to step away from a mandatory that has been already.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Mauricio Suleiman corrects himself, but the slip up is there. The slip up is there. We know what you're really thinking, Mauricio. We know what you're really thinking. You think the Fury's gonna win? How do you know? So what say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Okay, so there you have it. What say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins, and I'm out.
We were asked if Fury would be named franchise champion, and I have been clear that Fury will fight Wilder, and then he has to do the mandatory contender, the mandatory title defense.
Okay, we're back. Mission accomplished. Stop sharing that and get into this. Okay, where are we? What we're looking at? How's it looking? How's it looking? I'm ready for my FaceTime. Not quite. Okay, so Fury clearly had an anvil in the glove. Yeah. And he still couldn't knock him out. Isn't that strange? Isn't that? Let's bring this down. Boom, boom. That's talking classic fight review. You can see that down the bottom anyway, and that's not the one. Okay, yeah, but this is the one. That is the one. Okay. Where are we now? James Jameson coming with the excuses. Rafi, if you rewatch Wednesday's episode, you will see that I clearly stated that it was Ray Arcel in the chat before Rick said it. I did it first, so there you go. There you go, Raph. Stuff you, mate. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta have a laugh. James. We're having a laugh. Right. Okay. So no, James can take a joke. That's the good thing about James. He can take a joke. You could take it. Okay. You know what? I've been kind of rushed. It's been kind of, not that it's been super hectic day, but it's been a beautiful day. I had to spend some time outside. And you know, sometimes when you spend too much time outside, you almost feel kind of punch drunk. Kind of sun drunk is what I really meant to say. And but I'm so okay. I'm shaking it off. And then I had the last minute idea. Me and my last minute ideas. I had a last minute idea to, hey, why don't I just do a video? Why don't I just pump out a video just before? Because I haven't done a video in a day. Maybe a day missed me. So it's 2 days ago since I did a video. Yeah, I do lives, but they're not the same thing. A live isn't the same thing as a video. You want the short form. You want to have the short form entertainment for the people who prefer their entertainment in short form. Some people love it in long form. So be it. That's all cool in the gang. But you got to cater to the short form people. They want it in the short form. What am I seeing here? Okay. All right. Everything looks nice and appropriate. Okay. So I'm good all over. Okay. So, where are we going now? It looks like, let me drop the link in the chat. I was expecting company. I was expecting some people wanted to talk about this, but they ain't here. They're going to roll in later, so it seems. And so I got to get this situation situated. Waiting for some people to come in, but I can't really wait. You know me. You know, Rafi, I just crack on with it, mate. Not really one for waiting and malingering around. Okay, so let me get my second device. Make sure the volume is on off. Yeah, it's off. Okay, so that's good. So we got 2 devices. We got everything lined up. Everything is in place. And okay, so where do we begin? A little bit of boxing talk. To start the thing off nicely before we get into the main topic. And so, okay, let's do this. But I'm not going to malinger. That's one thing I shall not be doing. I shall not be malingering. Where are we looking at? Okay, this place. This looks like a good place to start. Let me share my screen with you. Let's go. Dang, feeling warm up in here. Got the windows open, but still feels kind of warm. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Boom, boom, boom. Where are we? How's it looking on your end? Yeah, Looks nice. Looks nice and dandy. Looks nice and dandy. Fine and dandy. Okay. So, oh, let me scroll this up a little bit. What happened there? Okay. So, yeah. So Anthony Joshua is in. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury confirmed for new EA Sports UFC 4 game as the trailer is revealed. Okay, so boom, yeah, looks very much like them, doesn't it? Not. This guy looks like, I think this is supposed to be Fury. It looks like Cain Velasquez. Looks like Cain Velasquez. And I don't know who the hell Anthony Joshua looks like. He looks like what was that guy's name after Forrest Gump? What was that guy's name after Forrest Gump? With a puffy face. Forrest Gump's best mate. Was he Bubba? Was he Bubba? Who cares? Let me find out. Let me see if we got a fool in here. Bubba, it's Bubba, wasn't it? Let me say if he. Anyway, okay. Let me not take the bait at the first. Let me not take the bait immediately. I'll wait. Let's wait and see. Okay, so, yeah. So Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are being confirmed to feature in the new EA Sports 4 game, UFC 4 game. The heavyweight boxers will become crossover fighters by competing in the virtual octagon as unlockable characters. Well, yeah, so they can also be accessed by pre-ordering before the game is released. Where we at? Okay, so Joshua tweeted, "I'm in the game, like EA." While Fury said, "I can't wait to see myself in the octagon in UFC 4. Big shout out to EA Sports, UFC. I am pumped." Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's Fury. I wonder what's gonna happen if I press this.
Just imagine this.
Damn. Is that who owns this? The UFC or EA Sports? I would imagine EA Sports, because if it's the UFC, you know, they don't mess about when it comes to. You know, the referee's got to be careful of you. You know, the referee's got to be careful. I don't know why. Don ZB comes in with Eddie Futch, but I don't know why that got blocked. Strange. I just saw it come up and then I pressed OK. It's strange. Okay, so, you know, I ain't going to play around. Don't want to play around with no copyright issues. There's Tyson Fury. Can't wait to see myself in the octagon in UFC 4. Big shout out to EA Sports. I'm pumped. Go watch the full trailer here. Yeah, I think not. EA Sports UFC 4 is the best fighting game ever made, says Dana White. Fans can play in the top arenas, etc., etc. This game allows you to play with the top athletes in UFC history, plus legends like Bruce Lee and boxing champions like Joshua and Tyson Fury. How the hell did they leave Bruce Lee out of it? How the hell was he not mentioned? It's crazy how good this game is. It's interesting because I haven't played no video game in how long? It's not really my thing. Well, I could imagine enjoying it, but I know, no. I ain't got time for that. Rafi's got zero time for playing for playing games. I ain't got no time to play games, but I'm sure if I was a gamer. OMG. OMG. Okay, so Don ZB's given his calling. At 1, he's got Eddie Futch. 2, Emmanuel Stewart. And 3, Angelo Dundee. That's a good little list. That's a nice little list. I can't lie. Nice little list. Bobber. Yeah. They got Anthony Joshua looking like the light-skinned bobber in there. Likes his fried shrimp. Didn't he buy a shrimp boat? Is Forrest Gump one of the best films ever? Is Forrest Gump one of the best films ever? I would say in terms of entertainment, I got to have it right up there. I got to have it right up there as one of the most entertaining films. That's a great film. Forrest Gump was a great film. Boiled shrimp. Yeah, I'd rather have them steamed. I'd rather have them steamed and then finish them off in maybe a kind of a dry pan. So it's not exactly frying. Put a little bit of oil in there, a little bit of olive oil in there, and then we're good. Then you're good. They can't simulate Audley Harrison's chin. 1, Ray Arcel. 2, Emmanuel Stewart. And 3, Brendan Ingle. Ingle. Okay, no S. Ingle. Okay. So we got the votes coming in. We got the votes coming in quick and early. Okay. So what else is there? I guess I should stop sharing that and start sharing something else, I suppose. So what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna do? How are we gonna do it? Okay, you know what? We're gonna go story time. Why the hell not? We're gonna go story time, boxing story time. I've got the story right here. So why the hell don't I share it? We're doing it slightly different today. We're going into story time. Hell yeah. Why not? That's what you call improvisation, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you call live improvisation. I just switched the whole damn thing up since we got nobody in for the discussion. You know that Raph is gonna improvise, and if needs be, I'll have the discussion. I'll just do a solo dolo. Okay. So where does the story begin? Where do we begin? Okay, this is fantastic. So, okay, this is the program. This is how it is going down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you this story. You can see some of it there on the screen. And it is the story of Michael Bent. It's the story of Michael Bent. And then after I've told you the story, then I'm going to go into my picks. If nobody jumps on, I'm going to go into my picks of the best trainer ever. So that's how we're going to do it, folks. It might be a solo dolo thing, but that's cool in the gang. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Rafi's got plenty experience with that. And yeah, definitely have to keep your skills sharpened. Okay, so we're doing this thing like this. We're going to do the story time. Then we're going to go into my picks. And then we're going to go into the fight review, classic fight review section. So it's three-parter. It's a three-parter. It's nicely organized. Step 1, part 1. Story time. Part 2. My picks. Give you my picks and why. And then part 3 will be the classic fight review. Okay. So let's get into this thing right now. Okay, so yeah, this is the story of Michael Bent. And for those of you who don't know who Michael Bent is, you will know by the end of the story. Actually, you're looking at him right there. So, Michael Bent, standing, and Tommy Morrison, who was going on. This was just Tommy Morrison was holding the WBO belt at the time, and took the Michael Bent fight as just a warm-up fight for Lennox Lewis. He was looking at 8 mil to face Lennox Lewis as the WBO champ, which he was, before he ended up in this most unfortunate predicament, as we see here. Okay, so let's commence with the story. Where are we going to start? Okay, it all started in the swinging 60s. Bent was born to Jamaican parents in London and would leave Britain's bustling capital at the tender age of 5 to go across the Atlantic Ocean and live in Queens, New York City. And that's where Bent's boxing career was molded. His story is not the typical rags to riches one that's so often produced by boxing. His family lived a comfortable lifestyle and he would never go without, but money doesn't always buy happiness. Bent goes on to say, he was dysfunctional. The reason I was such a good amateur, I think, was because I was running away from the dysfunction in my home. Damn. He goes on to say boxing was an escape. It was an escape for a young man seeking to make something of his life. His father was very hard on Michael and forced his son's path towards boxing. Fortunately, he would indeed make the very most of the road that was chosen for him, and he blossomed into a very skillful heavyweight. My biggest achievement, in a nutshell, was beating the great Russian Alexander Ugopkin, who was 5-time world champion back then. And I was the first American to beat him in like 7 or 8 years of US versus Soviet competition. That was a big thrill for me. And my second biggest achievement was winning the Golden Gloves in New York 4 times, which up to that point had never been achieved by a heavyweight. So 5 national titles and a bronze at the 1986 World Championships, or yet more accolades would be attained in the unpaid ranks. So Bent is regarded by some as the most decorated boxer in the history of American amateur boxing, never to compete on the United States Olympic boxing team. Jim Lampley said that on the HBO broadcast when he fought Tommy Morrison. Okay, so the cherry on top would have been a spot on the 1988 US Olympic team. Bent lost to an opponent who himself would win the Olympic heavyweight gold. It's okay. Damn. Okay, so there's no shame in that at all. So Bent says, I lost to Ray Mercer in the Olympic trials, finals. And my father, in his infinite wisdom, had a plan of going to Jamaica. And he felt that I could beat those guys easily. And I did, he explained. So we had a way to compete for gold medal at the Olympic Games. We went to Jamaica and I beat a couple of their elite heavyweights. We get back to the States and my father is having a conversation with the president of the Jamaican amateur boxing team. And my father had won some money back then, quite a substantial amount. Hold on. I didn't get, I missed this the first time already. But apparently, Michael Bent's father had won the lottery, and it was quite a substantial sum. Quite a substantial sum. So anyway, word gets out that Ben's father is coming to some money. And what happens? Yeah, the president allegedly said to Ben's father, he said the only way Ben can go with the team to Seoul, the Seoul Olympics, would be if Ben's father paid for the whole team to travel. There's a word for that, and it begins with E. He doesn't say it, but I'll say it for him. Extortion. Okay, so that's Ray Mercer there on the left. I've never seen him looking in such good shape. You remember, for most of Ray Mercer's career, he fought with a good sized pot belly. But it's incredible. It's incredible to think what Ray Mercer would have achieved if he could have stayed in this kind of shape, peak shape. I've never seen him look so good. That's Mercer, and there over there is Bent. Okay, that's the amateurs. Damn, Mercer looked like an athlete, which can't be said for later in his career. Okay, so what's crack-a-lacking? Okay, so Bent shunned the opportunity to go to the Olympics, knowing that one day his father would use the fact that he paid for the team to go as leverage against his son. And God forbid he didn't win a gold. Okay, so fellow amateur teammates, Frankie Lyles, pointed Bent in the direction of the legendary Emanuel Stewart, with whom he would reluctantly turn pro. His boxing journey had already lasted for longer than he had ever anticipated. Stewart believed wholeheartedly in this young man and would openly assure people of how he expected Bent to one day beat Mike Tyson. Okay, so Emanuel Stewart was one of the first men to ever love me like I wanted to be loved. Damn, that's some strong talk there. Like I always wanted to be loved. Yeah, he was showing me the kind of love I wanted from my father. Okay, so he's found love. He's found love with his trainer now. That's a beautiful thing. But however, disaster would strike in his debut when Jerry Jones stunningly knocked out Michael Bent in the first round of his professional career. His pride was torn to shreds, and a 2-year hiatus from the sport ensued. Damn. So Bent gets under the tutelage, goes under Emanuel Stewart's wing, and he promptly loses his first fight in the first round by getting knocked out. OMG. That's an interesting story. That's a very interesting story. He was one of the best amateurs in American history, and he goes and loses his first fight in the first round, getting knocked out. That is why are people so fascinated with the dude over there? Okay, I'll touch on that later. But first things first. What's going on here? Hold on. First things first. Anyway. Okay, so Ben goes on to say, I was afraid of being exposed at that level again. I was afraid of getting into a boxing ring and throwing a punch against someone whose job it is to knock you on your effing ass. Oh dear, that's most unfortunate. Okay, so another point in the conversation, Bent apparently refers to himself as being a coward during this period of his life. He was close to breaking point at his lowest ebb. He took a gun and put it in his mouth. Damn. Okay. It's a pretty bad place. At this time, Bent was working at Long Island Jewish Hospital in Queens, New York, and getting a regular paycheck, and was cool. Was cool with not being the boxing guy. So Paul Falcaloro, his amateur sponsor, calls him and says, Mickey Duff from the UK, you remember Mickey Duff, has interest in me as a sparring partner for the number 5 heavyweight contender in the world, Gary Mason. Remember Gary Mason? I remember Gary Mason. Rest in peace, Gary Mason. Okay, so what do you think about that? I said, no, F that. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. I tap danced around it. I was scared. I couldn't say that, though. One day I'm packing these boxes at the hospital, and a little voice says to me, you don't belong here. About a week later, I knock on my boss's door, and say, thank you for the opportunity, but I have to go. I was staying at my brother's apartment. So I called him up and I said, we should investigate the Mickey Duff proposal of being a sparring partner for Mason, Gary Mason. Okay, so what are we doing now? Okay, so I'm working with Evander Holyfield for his first or second heavyweight championship fight. George Benton, another great trainer. George Benton is up in this thing here. George Benton is training Evander Holyfield for this fight. And I had something to prove to the entire boxing establishment. Here I am, a 5-time national champion. And I was put on this pedestal. And then I got knocked out in my first fight in the first round. I'm a quitter, I'm a loser. All of those things were going through my head. And when I sparred Evander Holyfield, man, I gave that mofo fits. Michael Ben says he gave Evander. I gave that mofo fits. Okay, so at a later date, Benton bestowed upon Bo the ultimate compliment, which Bent delivers in Benton's Philly tone. God damn, baby cakes. When you sparred with Evander Holyfield, I couldn't tell who the champion was. Damn. So that's interesting. Because it shows you that styles make fights. You know, dude gets knocked out in the first round of his first fight by a kind of middle ranking guy, by an also-ran, and now he's sparring with a guy who would go on to be a great champion, Evander Holyfield, and giving him fits. I love to see some of that sparring tape footage. Love to see it. Okay, so where are we? Yeah. So in 1993, Tommy Morrison was a star in America. The knockout artist had amassed a 38-1 record, with most of those wins coming by virtue of brutal stoppage. Okay, so Morrison had outboxed one of the hardest hitters the heavyweight division had ever seen in George Foreman to claim the vacant WBO world title. Bent arrived for these unforeseen world title shot on a 10-fight winning streak and was brought in as a mere tune-up for a title defense, tune-up of a title defense for Morrison, who was in line for an $8 million bout with WBC champion Lennox Lewis. So, yeah. So whoever won that would be unifying the WBO with the WBC. Okay. So the tune-up, who would one day find himself acting ironically, didn't read the script. Okay, so Bent went on to be an actor, but he didn't read this script. Okay. That's a good observation there. Let me touch on that. Herbie Hyde KO'd Tony Tucker, and Lennox Lewis just about got a decision versus Tucker. Damn, Tucker was good. But you know what? I totally forgot that Herbie Hyde KO'd Tucker. That totally escaped my memory. That's TW Designs Limited. Totally escaped my memory. Damn. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that up there for a second as we continue on. Okay, so just a reminder for the people, the new people who have come into the population, populating the chat, the new population in the population chat. Play on words, folks. Don't worry. I'm not malfunctioning. Yeah, for the new people in the chat, what we're doing is a 3-phase thing. One, we're going through this story time. And then when we get through the story time in a few minutes, we're going to go over into the discussion. I guess I'll be talking to myself. Now I'll be talking to you guys. If nobody else jumps on, I'll be giving you my picks for the best ever trainers, boxing trainers ever. Okay. And then after that, we're going to go into the classic fight section, but don't worry, it's going to be nice and tight, nice and compact, nice and neat and sweet. Okay. So it goes on. I looked into Tommy Morrison's eyes as we touched gloves, and I was in a different kind of fire. I was on a different kind of fire. I was ready. I was ready to die that night, if that's what I had to do. Okay, so during the fight, I got hit with a legit shot that caught me less prepared. The first fight that caught me less prepared, what? No, I got hit by a legitimate shot. If it caught me less prepared, the fight would have been stopped. I get clipped with a left hook on my temple. Damn, I buckle and go into the ropes. That's when something clicked, and I remember vividly. A voice says to me, "You cannot go back to Queens getting knocked out by this mofo." Damn. So I dispute how it wouldn't exactly have been a disgrace to lose to Tommy Morrison. But Bent says, if I had lost to Tommy Morrison, this conversation ain't taking place, man. I'm probably an alcoholic on Skid Row. I didn't win that fight without having the wonderful gift and experience of working with George Benton, who in my estimation is on the Mount Rushmore of boxing instructors. I don't beat Tommy Morrison without the years I spent under the guidance of George Benton. George Benton's tutelage as an amateur. Okay. That's not to take anything away from Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. He was the knife that was sharpening those tools for me in that moment. George was the collection of knives that sharpened those tools for me prior to that moment. Okay, so massive praise for George Benton. Okay, so with his back to the ropes and under heavy fire, a crippling right hand buckled the champion, who never recovered. 3 knockdowns and 93 seconds after the first bell. Michael Bent was the new heavyweight champion. That's incredible. That's incredible. 3 knockdowns and 93 seconds after the first bell. Michael Bent was the new heavyweight champion. Overwhelmed with emotion and visibly in tears in the ring and on live television. Life wouldn't necessarily change for the better. Damn. Hold on, let me take care of something. Let me see. What the hell's going on here? Is this working? Is this thing working or is it not? Okay, it worked. Okay, so yeah, instead of all the gossip mongering, how about we just focus on some boxing? How about that? Yeah, is that too much of a bizarre concept? Okay, so just had to take something, care of something in the chat. Okay, so 5 minutes later, I'm sitting in the dressing room, depressed. Why? Because if I had got knocked out, like I got knocked out in my first pro fight, I'm a bum. I didn't trust the applause. It was superficial. It's bull-ish. You love me when I win, but not when I lose. The unexpected champion had arrived, but he failed to fully invest and believe in himself. I never trusted or believed in the hype. Damn, didn't believe in his own hype. Didn't believe in his own hype. Okay, so his defense, his first title defense, would see him at Millwall's football stadium. Okay, and what did he say? He said, if I fight Herbie 10 times, he beats me 9.9995 times. Herbie Hyde. Oh, this is Herbie Hyde in the Czech. The Czech and Bent in the Dicky Bow. Bent in the Dicky Bow, Hyde in the conventional tie, necktie. Okay, so yeah, Bent said I didn't have his number. Stylistically, he had my number. He was very quick for a heavyweight and awkward as F. He was like Ken Norton meets Jimmy Young with Ernie Shaver's type power. Damn. So before the fight, I was concussed in sparring. This is interesting. I was very interested in this portion. Before the fight, I was concussed in a sparring session. I survived the round and was kind of wobbly. They took me to a doctor, and this doctor was prominent in the amateur and professional boxing in the U.S. So the doctor examines me and tells me, listen, when you go to England, don't fight. Go through the motions. Do not fight. Those were his words specifically. It would be an understatement to say that shizzle was scary. OMG. So what's happening? What's going on? So the champion loses his titles after being stopped in the 7th round on a chilly night under the South London stars. South London. After the fight in his dressing room, Bent collapses and spends 96 hours. What? Hold on. I never knew that. I skim read this. I didn't really know that. I didn't know that. Okay, so this is very interesting. After the fight in his dressing room, because remember, he got concussed. Hold on a second. Let me just take care of something here. What? Yeah, okay, good. I think we've taken care of that. Okay. So after the fight in his dressing room, Bent collapses and spends 96 hours in an induced coma. Jeez. Damn. I had no idea about that. 96 hours. What's that? That's what, 4 days? Is that 4 days? Damn. Dude spent 4 days in a coma. Wow. That's incredible. That is incredible. But fortunately, he lived to tell the tale. The next person he would see is the brain surgeon, whose name is etched in his memory till this day. I remember seeing this light. Turns out it was a pen light. I see the metal labeling says John Sutcliffe. OMG. This story just keeps on. This story is the gift that just keeps on giving. His surgeon's name or his doctor's name was John Sutcliffe. For the people in the UK, you will know the significance of the name John Sutcliffe. Okay, I shall proceed. I processed recognizing that I was still alive, even though I wasn't aware that I was in an induced coma. When you come out of it, you know something ain't kosher. Damn. So the guy fought with a concussion, got a concussion in training, took the fight against his doctor's orders, and ends up in a coma. Wow, that's some serious shizzle right there. Ends up 4 days in a coma. Damn. It was only once its fighting days had concluded that Bent would find out that he believes his true calling in life, the world of television, cinema, and playing Sonny Liston in Ali. Was perfect for the former heavyweight champion, as well as countless other roles. Okay, so Michael Bent played Liston in Ali. Never actually seen that film. Okay. So yeah, he went on to do more acting, still doing acting. Bent is working on a Netflix documentary about his battle against a particular fighter with whom he crossed paths. He's a content man and enjoying his best life long after his fighting days have passed. He says, I'm lucky. I don't know how I got here, but I'm lucky. I landed where I landed. There were many ups and downs, but Michael Bent is in a wonderful place. He's in a wonderful place, and that's the story of Michael Bent intersecting with Herbie Hyde, with George Benton, with Emmanuel Stewart, Mustafa Muhammad, Evander Holyfield, and yeah, that's the story. That's the story of Michael Bent, who ascended to heavyweight champion, if only for one fight. Still got to the mountaintop. Okay, that was beautiful. I enjoyed that. Had to share it with you. Okay, so let's get into the chat. Okay, so what's going on here? So detached retina versus Lennox Lewis. He was winning that fight too. Damn. Yeah, Tony Tucker was no joke. Yeah, it's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. What's my take on situations? Situation is that you're talking about the situation. That situation is that the guy, I've seen some further documentation. It seems like the guy, well, I've actually seen some paperwork. Is it legit paperwork? Well, it's purported to be legit paperwork. According to the paperwork that I've seen, the guy made some verbal comments to the lady, made some comments about her derriere, rear of the year. And yeah, as a consequence of mentioning saying certain things which a woman could take complimentary as a compliment, or a woman might take as an intrusion. So as a result of the mentioning the rear of the situation, a complaint was lodged, and apparently, according to the paperwork I've seen, it was nothing physical. It was verbal. It was some verbal. I guess the verbals were designed to entice, but all it did was entice her into the CO's office, commanding officer, made some complaints, and boom, 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 you're out. That's the paperwork. That's the paperwork that I've seen. That's the paperwork that I have seen. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, we're scrolling on. I have met Gary Mason. You know he's passed away now, don't you? R.I.P. Gary Mason. Oh yeah, it was him that had the detached retinas. Yeah, it was him that had the detached retinas. I get you. Yes. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, Herbie was good for a little guy, for a cruiserweight. Came up and did his thing at heavyweight. You know, he claimed the title. So that is no mean feat. No mean feat at all. Okay, where are we? Herbie in court a week ago. He bought land, paid 80K for a guy. Dude was a Nigerian scammer. Herbie went to look at the land, got there all happy. Was owned by someone. Oh no, that ain't even funny. That ain't even funny. That's not funny. OMG. That's terrible. Wow. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that story and put it under the category of how not to get scammed. But there's so many different ways to get scammed. It's crazy. There's so many different ways to get scammed out there. It is absolutely crazy. Okay, so I'm going to drop this in there. Copy that. Paste that. Boom, boom, boom. So just in case anyone is jumping on, because that time has come. The time has come where we're not going to delay. We're not going to tarry. Not going to mess about. No messing about. Let's see. I've got 2 articles open, and they've got my picks. They got my picks for. Yeah, we're going to go into it right now. No delaying, no tarrying. Let's see if it's got the guys. See if it's got my guys there. Yeah. Yes. Where's my list? What the hell? Who the hell's that? Jared Podolsky. Get out of here, Jared. OMG. Never heard of him. Okay. So, let me continue. With my list. Where's my list? Oh, yeah, it's written down there. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so let me line this thing up nicely and let me write in the chat. Let me stop sharing that. Boom. OMG. According to this, James Jameson is in the background, but I find that highly unlikely. I find it highly unlikely that James Jameson is in the background, unless James Jameson tells me from the chat that he is in the background. If he does that, well, that's different then, isn't it? That's different then, isn't it? James Jameson, are you in the background? Are you in the... Let me see if he's written anything. James Jameson. Is it really James Jameson? I don't know. James Jameson. I really don't know if this is James. I'm gonna Is it? But no, James. My question. There's somebody in the backstage. There's somebody in the backstage with your name saying that it's you. Are you? The question is, are you the James Jameson that is in the background? I mean, in the what do you call it? Backstage. Are you James Jameson backstage? That is my question. Not me. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody just, it's a little trick. It's a little trick they use. Yeah, okay. It's an imposter. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I thought. Okay. The fake James Jameson waiting in the back. You may take your leave. I truly appreciate your desperation. I truly appreciate your desperation in getting on tonight. But unfortunately, my dear sir, I don't think I need any Charles tonight. Yeah, KOS. It's KOS. It's KOS. They tried that with my name before. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I truly do appreciate the desperation. I truly do. But no can do. Dame. Yes. How you doing, my bro? How you doing? Up in the building, MIH events. Go and check him out on Instagram. Give him a like. Give him a follow. Yes. And we got TW Designs up in here. Go check them out. Go check them out on the web. TW Designs Limited and MIH Events. Okay, covering the Midlands areas. Covering the Midland areas. Well, MIHs and TW Designs. He's worldwide. He's worldwide. Yo, I got some views on Glovegate. You want to hear? Debate me, man. Damn, you're just too desperate, man. You're just too desperate. There's something wrong with you. First of all, you're a Collins, and then you're a BT. Now you're a Gustavo. You know, you're all over the shop, mate. You're all over the shop. Absolutely. Well, you know, it ain't nothing for me to help promote somebody who's trying to do something. But it ain't nothing for me to help promote somebody who's trying to do something. So absolutely. MIH Events. Go and give him a like on Instagram. Go and check him out on Facebook and all social media. Likewise with TW Designs, good people up in the building along with all the rest of my good people up in here. Let me just talk to Ned Gustavo one last time. I've never been here before, man. What the hell? You never been here before? Well, settle yourself down then. Settle yourself down. Sit down. Grab a chair. Get some popcorn. Have a soda. And, you know, get a straw. And relax. Relax yourself. I've been here once before. What you mean? I got no time for you, bro. I got to get you out of here. I'm trying to focus on the show, bro. OMG. Okay. So, let me get into my picks. I think we're going to do this in reverse order. Gustavo means Kermit in Spanish too. Kermit. Damn. Kermit. Really? This is funny as hell. Kermit, you need to relax. Relax, Kermit. OMG. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this in reverse order. And yeah. So where are we? Let me get my third pick. Where's my third pick? Okay, so ha 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 ha. Okay, so let me get 3. Who's 3? Okay, I got 3. I got 3. I got 3. I got 3. Okay, so in third place, I should show you this on the screen. Let me show you this on the screen. Let me show you this on the screen. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, hopefully you're seeing what I'm seeing. Let me take that down a little bit. Let me get that banner out of the way. And then I think we're good. Okay, you can see what I can see. Okay, so in third place, forget about 4. It says 4 there, but in my third place, my third pick is Ignacio Baristian. Nacho. We're going to call him Nacho for short. No disrespect, Nacho. No disrespect. Okay, so undoubtedly the greatest Mexican boxing trainer of all time, Baristian, has not only years of experience, but also a certain teaching style that produces amazing technical fighters. As previously mentioned, Baristian is all about technicality and detail of boxing. Where are we? He takes his time to perfect movement in his fighters. If there's one trainer that likes to train by the book and have a certain degree of perfection in every punch that his fighter throws, it's Ignacio Nacho. His most notable students are, and we need to highlight this, Oscar de la Hoya, Abner Mares, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Daniel Zagozora, as well as Gilbert Roman. While his resume is not as impressive as other trainers, his results are. Juan Manuel Marquez was the only fighter ever to give Manny Pacquiao a run for his money via a beautiful technical work in the ring. Baristian is a Boxing Hall of Fame resident since 2002. It's a sport that has helped many children on their way out of their way. Many children on their way to the darkness and put them back on track and allowed them to make better men of themselves. All my life, I have sought out young people from a life of drugs, crime, gangs, and it's very beautiful. I don't know how that made any context. It sounded like an acceptance speech. Okay. Graham Cottrell. Graham Cottrell. It's like Troll Central. It's like Troll Central up in here. How many people am I going to have to get rid of in one night? This might be a record. Yeah, it's the same 2 Charles probably. The same 2 Charles, might just be one. Okay, so that's a controversial pick. It's a very controversial pick. But that's who I'm picking on this occasion. Another occasion, my list can be different, but on this occasion, third place goes to, I guess I better write this down. For future reference. It's going to be discussed, no doubt. Ignacio Baristian. Nacho Baristian. Nacho Baristain. Nacho Baristain. Okay, so that's 3. Okay, so let me stop sharing that for a moment. And see what's going on in the chat. This man's got more names than a spy. What the hell's going on? It's mad. It's mad. I've never been here before, man. What the hell's going on? Glovegate Muppets. I've been here once before, man. What's going on? OMG. We got some funny shiznicks going on. Okay. So that was 3. That was my third pick. That's number 3. And now I've got to get into number 2. Got to get into number 2. Where is number 2? I saved it earlier. There he is. There he is. Controversial picks. People are allowed to disagree. It ain't no problem whatsoever. But let's get sharing again. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so you should be seeing what I see. Do you see what I see? Okay. Let me take that down. And yeah. Yes, yes, yes. For the man who needs no introduction, it is none other than Emmanuel Stewart, number 2. Let me write that down. Okay. Number 2 on my list is Emmanuel Stewart. Okay. It's pictured here with one of his most famous charges. Well, he had a lot of famous charges from Tommy Hearns, all those crunk guys back then. And then he finished off with a man like Lennox Lewis. He didn't finish off with him, but after he really finished off with the Klitschko brothers. Klitschko brothers who saw what he did with Lennox Lewis and wanted some of the same treatment. And so after Lennox Lewis retired, Emmanuel Stewart turned the Klitschko brothers into dominant champions whose reign spanned for the better part of a decade. Okay, but here he is with his most famous heavyweight. I think it's fair to say his most famous heavyweight. Hold on. Who trained Michael Moorer? Wasn't he a crunk guy? So he's under Emmanuel Stewart's tutelage as well. Yes, I believe so. Yeah. So Michael Moorer, one hell of a cruiserweight. We're gonna have to have a look at. We're gonna have to have a closer look at him at some point. But number 2 on my pick, the best ever, is Emmanuel Stewart. Yeah, controversial picks, but it's okay. What's going on? Okay, so Emmanuel Stewart worked with a whole spectrum of fighters. I would like to note the fighters that can attribute their entire success in boxing to Stewart. Who's writing this? This is the writer. That's not me saying that. I don't know if he can his entire success in boxing. That's a load of crapola because Lennox Lewis had already won a gold medal in the Olympics. So I don't know about their entire success. I don't agree with that. So scrub that from the records. But guys who owe some of their success, maybe a significant portion of their success, to Emmanuel Stewart, yeah, I think that's a fair statement, would be Lennox Lewis, Vladimir Klitschko, Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Tony Tucker. There are a dozen more boxing superstars that have successfully used Stewart's services. He spent a great amount of time in the corner working with his fighters, and never has anyone seen him lose confidence or throw away a fight that was still available to take. Stewart is great for his ability to take a fighter and their style and completely rebuild them. When working with Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Stewart was able to take a light-hitting boxer and turn him into a destructive power puncher who not only gave Marvin Hagler the fight of his life, but also knocked out Roberto Duran. With Stewart's help, many boxers were able to elevate their careers. And become successes when it all seems so that's a crap piece, that's a garbage piece. Okay, so what does Emmanuel Stewart mean to me? Emmanuel Stewart was a guy who was a guy who seemed to be able to get into the psyche of his fighters. He was able to get into the psyche, get into their minds, understand them, and know how to communicate with them, know how to talk to them. He worked with the brain. He worked with the brain. I think I heard one of the Klitschko said, I think it could have been Vladimir. I think I heard Vladimir Klitschko say, he said that the first thing, one of the first things that Emmanuel Stewart taught him was nothing to do with technique. It was nothing to do with technique. It was about the champions. It was about the champion's mindset. He talked to Klitschko about the mind of a champion. And so that's Emmanuel Stewart. Forget about the technique, forget about the technical stuff. He had that in abundance. But not only was he a great technician, but he was a great mind man. Getting in simpatico, getting in tune with his fighters, taking it from there, taking it from the mental aspect, and building them up from the ground up. He built from the ground up. And that was, to me, that was one of Emmanuel Stewart's greatest assets, the mind connection that he would have with his fighters. And of course, the many great fighters that he was able to train and make dominant. Your Lennox Lewis made dominant. Your Klitschko's made dominant. For me, second best trainer of all time. Emmanuel Stewart. Okay, let's stop sharing for a second. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay. Talking of Klitschko's, I stubbed my toe the other day coming down the stairs at 5 a.m. and immediately thought about David Hay. OMG. Emmanuel Stewart was a psychologist. He said he got to know the fighter's biggest fears and made them confront it daily in training. What a hell of a guy. How he turned Vladimir around. Yeah, how he turned Vladimir Klitschko around. Yeah, turned him around, no doubt about that. Mind over matter, it's a mental game. Get your mind right, folks. Get your mind right. It's mental. And Emmanuel Stewart gets the number 2 spot on my list of greatest trainers ever. Obviously, it's a hard thing. It's a subjective thing. It's an opinion thing. And, next month I could have a different list, slightly different list. But as of today, Friday, the 17th of July, 2020, COVID era. This is my list. And I guess I should give you the grand reveal. I guess I should do the grand reveal of who is number 1 on my list. And without much further ado, allow me to introduce to you none other than Eddie Futch. Eddie Futch makes it to my number 1 slot. Where have they got him? Where have they got him on here? They've got him as number 2 on this list. On my list, I give it to Eddie Futch. Eddie Futch, and let's find out about the great trainer he was. Okay, so that's a good question. I'm going to come back to that question that's just being asked. Very good question by MIH Events. So it's Eddie Futch, my number 1 spot. Let me write that down. Number 1, Eddie Futch. Okay. Okay, so Eddie Futch is in the #1 place. With that discreet advert for Vaseline right there. I don't know if you've seen that. I've only just caught on to it. I hope they paid him very, very well. Okay, so Eddie Futch. Despite the fact that Eddie Futch was denied a professional boxing license due to a heart murmur, he continued investing himself into the sport of boxing for his entire life. Even Joe Louis, how do you pronounce it? It's up to you. Even Joe Louis got to see what this man, Eddie Futch, was made of in their numerous sparring sessions. In the 1950s, Eddie Futch became a professional boxing trainer and was able to release 21 world champions into the world of boxing. So let's get this straight. In the 1950s, Eddie Futch became a professional boxing trainer and was able to release 21 champions, 21 world champions into the world of boxing. That's impressive. 21 champs. Okay, so Trevor Berbick, to name a few, Riddick Bowe, Joe Frazier, Virgil Hill, Ken Norton, and of course, the world famous Freddie Roach. Yeah, Freddie Roach. Okay, he's world famous. That's fair enough. Are just some of the names that Eddie has worked with. Not only Hall of Famers, but the man who trained the champion conquerors. Dame. He was able to train 4 of the 5 men who defeated the one and only Muhammad Ali. Get this straight, folks. Eddie Futch trained 4 of the 5 men who defeated the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Itself an incredible and remarkable achievement. Okay, so from watching old videos and discussing Eddie with Freddie Roach, I got the impression that Eddie was completely submerged in the sport of boxing and made it his life goal to become one of the greatest trainers of all times. Not only that, but Futch developed another one of the best boxing trainers of all time in the shape of Freddie Roach. All in all, Eddie deserves a spot in the top 5, no matter how you look at it. Okay, so for me, training 21 champions, training 4 of the 5 guys who beat Muhammad Ali, training another boxer who goes on to be a Hall of Fame trainer himself in the form of Freddie Roach. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you numero uno, the late, great Eddie Futch. Number one in my list of best trainers of all times. Best trainers of all times, folks. That's what we're talking about. The best trainers of all times. DJ Georgie Porgy up in the building. What's going on here? DJ Georgie Porgy up in the building. And what we got here? Eddie Futch must have seen weakness in Muhammad Ali to exploit, 4 out of 5. I never knew that myself. Very highly impressive. Trained Bo, Joe Frazier, Roach, Michael Spinks, Larry Holmes, Virgil Hill. It's a highly accomplished. Okay, so Vito Corleone up in the building says that Ness likes me. That's why he wants me on his show. Okay, well, sign the paperwork. Get on the show. Victor Corleone. Okay, folks. So I guess I should really give him I should really put a title on this. I should really give him a title. Where we at? Yeah, there it is. Well, it's not a question anymore. So I have to edit that. And give the man his props. Got to give the man his props. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Boom. Okay. The best trainer in boxing history. Goes to Eddie Futch. Okay. He's been anointed. He's been crowned. Just on the spell check, everything is present and correct. So that's your man right there. That's your man right there. That's the man who wins. That's the man who wins the title. The Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Outstanding Achievement. The best trainer ever. Best trainer ever in the professional ranks, as adjudged by my good self. Thought we were going to have a debate. Everybody ran away from the debate. Lily-livered, chicken livers. Chicken-livered, lily-livers ran away from the debate. Yesterday it was, oh, yes, Raph, yes, Raphael, we'll be there, Raphael. Last night's show and today is a no-show. But you know, we get the thing done. We get the thing done over here. If you get promised the show, you get the show. So a little bit strange doing a Friday one solo dolo, but it's good nonetheless. It's good nonetheless. You know, I'm getting into the groove of this thing now, and now we've come to the part of the show where most people love. Most people love it. Most people love it. Where are we? Where are we? So let me go backstage. Let me do some checks. Let me check what's going on right now. What does that say? Best trainer in boxing history goes to Eddie Futch. That's a worthwhile reward. That is a worthwhile reward. He's been rewarded. What are we saying now? What are we looking at now? What are we doing now? Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I in this screen? What am I trying to do? Oh, I remember what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we're going backstage and we're lining up the fights now. Let me line this thing up nice and sweetly. Okay, so I'm looking at that and that looks good. I'm looking for certain things. That looks good. Okay, everything looks nice and clean. Damn. Fireman comes up in the building and gives a nice little present, which is mucho appreciated. Where we at? Okay, so we're over there and I can see that, and we're over here and I can see this. Where is it? There it is. Which direction are we going in? I think I know the direction. Okay, I've decided how we're gonna do this thing. Okay. Where is this thing here? Boom. Kill that volume. Let's go back over. And the fireman comes through with a little donation. Damn, where's my manners? Where are my manners? Okay. Excellente. That's the sound. That's the sound. That's the sound of the that's the sound of the tin. That's the kitty. That's a donation from the fireman. Bless up, champ. Keep the fire burning 100%. I'm solo dolo on a Friday night. Doing this thing solo dolo on the Friday night. But yeah, appreciation is shown. And it's always welcome. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Appreciate the appreciation, and shout out to James Jameson. Oftentimes put a little something in the kitty. So it's good to see other people do it too. Good to see. We got Lisa Bayliss, who has donated. I need a list. I need a list of people who donated. We got Shola Abofin, who's donated. And a few more. I need to do a list. Where are we here? Okay. So as sounds like a tin of nails. Sounds like a tin of Okay. So where are we as we continue? What's going on here? As we continue into this segment of the show where we take a look at a classic fight or a fight from the past. And okay. We do a little analysis, dissection. Sounds like a tin of nails. Okay, so where are we? Let me line this thing up now. Okay, we're in good shape. I see that also. So where is this? Yeah, okay, we're good. We're in good shape. I think it's time to get into this final fight. And let me pull up the gunk. Let me pull up the details. Let me pull up the details on this so I can talk you through, give you a background. I can give you the background of the thing. And let's be clear about what we're watching here. Okay, I see it. Yeah, boom. Actually, that's a premature boom. It's a premature boom. Boom's not ready yet. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, boom. Okay, so what's the gunk on this? What's the gunk? Okay. That's no good. So you know what? We're just gonna get into. Oh, that's no good. I'm looking for something very specific. No, that's still no good. That is still no good. But anyway, I think we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go straight into it. What's the intel? Okay, so let me share. As a matter of fact, I got a better idea. Let me just line this up. I need some background on this. I want to give you some background. Who's this right here? Okay, I see you. I see it. It's perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so let's get this thing lined up finally. Stop sharing that. and start sharing this. Am I sharing that? Are we sharing? We're not sharing. Not sharing anything. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, where are we? Absolutely. R.I.P. Eddie Futch. Okay. Peace out. Peace out, James Jameson. Make sure you catch the fight tomorrow. No imposters. I was off to sleep. Okay. So, right. Let's do this. Okay. So, this is the fight, classic fight of the night. And without much further ado, let me give you the background on this thing. Okay, so this fight, when did it take place? When did it take place? Okay, Sunday, the 16th of February, 1986. At some kind of Polytechnic Institute, Troy, New York, US of A. Okay, so yeah, it's featuring Mike Weaver, featuring Carl Williams. Carl Williams, 26. Mike Weaver at that time, 34. Stance, both orthodox. Height, 6'4" for Carl the Truth Williams, 6'1" for Mike Weaver. Yeah, bit of a concern there, bit of a concern with the age difference. What are we looking at here? Reach goes to the younger man, the 6'4" man, 85-inch reach versus the 78-inch reach. So Carl the Truth Williams had the height reach, 6'4" against 6'1". The age, 26 versus 34. So that's 8 years younger. And he had the what? How many inches reach? That's 7-inch reach advantage over Mike Weaver. 85 inches versus 78. 85 inches. That's a damn good reach. That's a damn good reach. So Carl the Truth had won 17 fights, lost 1, and had 13 KOs. Got 13 KOs. What the hell's going on here? What the hell is going on here? Whereas Mike Weaver had 27 fights. He'd lost 11 and drawn 1, 18 KOs. So Carl the Truth, the young up-and-comer, yeah, I was thinking that 85 is the same as Fury's reach. That's from Carl the Truth, but Carl the Truth is like 6'4", so allegedly 5 inches shorter in height, but the same reach as Fury. That's very interesting. That's highly interesting. Okay, so Carl the Truth Williams, the young guy on the rise, only lost once in comparison to Mike Weaver's 11 losses. And so without much further ado, allow me to present to you the fight of the night. Let's this thing start? Okay. Not gonna have any sound. Don't have any sound. Just do it. Boom. Okay. So let me make sure my screen is clear. What's going on? What's going on there? Okay. Okay, we'll see how it goes with that still up there. That's fine. Okay, let's do this. Let's get into it. No more delays. Let's go. Okay, round 1. Okay, let me stop this. Let me stop this so I can get my bearings. A couple of things I need to do. Let me take that banner down for a start. Okay, Boxing Talk and Classic Fight Review. We got that at the bottom. That's all we need. That's all we need. So let me go back into the chat. Boom. And recommence. I just want to focus on the fight now. I just want to focus on the fight. Let's take this thing back. Okay, so jab, jab, jab. Quick jab by Carl the Truth. Carl the Truth's in the white, the taller guy. And stuck out a couple of quick jabs there. Nice uppercut. Mike Weaver's got his back on the ropes. Got his back on the ropes. Nice jabs from the Truth. Carl the Truth. Oh, snapping. Oh, big right. Oh, upstairs, downstairs. Weaver fires back with a couple of clubbing hooks, but he's slow. He's notoriously slow starter. He's Weaver. Notoriously slow starter. So that's why Carl the Truth Williams has just jumped on him. Just jumped on him. Okay. So, Carl the Truth Williams got his eyes shut. He succumbed to it's too close to Weaver. It's too close to Weaver. He's got one of his eyes shut in. Okay. Long jab. Okay. Carl the Truth in the white trunks is just too close. He's not taking advantage of his reach advantage. He's nullifying that by being too close. He should be fighting at a distance like this, like that. There you go. Boom, boom. Jab, right hook. Damn, it's too close. There's no way. There's no way the 74-inch breach man should be reaching him. No way. No how. Just too close. Simply too close. Okay. Carl the Truth with the jabs. Jab, jab from Carl the Truth in the white trunks with the red piping. Okay. Weaver just working to the body with the hooks. Carl the Truth giving up his reach. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Left, right, left, right. Carl the Truth. Snapping jab from Carl the Truth. Oh, swings and misses does Weaver. Carl the Truth with that amazing reach. Weaver just hook into the body. Nice jab. Jab, jab from Carl the Truth. Going in close with Weaver makes no sense to me. Two nice hooks to the body from the Truth. Williams. Jab, jab from Carl the Truth. Nice long jab. Amazing long jab. Amazingly long jab. The Truth. The Truth is the truth. Okay, what the hell's going on here? Did we just have an advert? Did we just have an advert? Is this round 2? What's going on? Started round 2 already. Damn, no messing around. No messing around. Carl the Truth starts round 2 quick. Okay, Weaver catches him with a big right. Big right. Big right hook. Carl's still there. The Truth. Okay, big right from the Truth. Williams glances off the dome. Oh, Weaver with a hook. Okay, Carl the Truth's got a bit of distance now. He's working with a bit of distance. Mike Weaver closing the distance upstairs. Hook to the body. Oh, nice uppercut on the inside from Weaver. The shorter man. Boom. Left hook, right, left straight. Sorry, left hook from Weaver. Left hook, right, left hook from left hook to the body of Weaver there from Williams. Okay, so there's 1 minute 25 seconds left of the second round. Okay, some nice uppercut like hooks from the Truth, opening up on Weaver against the rope. Boom! Left hook from Weaver. Drops Call the Truth on the seat of his pants. Okay, this is sponsored by Fireman. The Truth, rocking back on his heels, looks unsteady. What's going to happen now? Weaver storms him. Left hook, right hook. Left hook, not really hitting with anything clean apart from that left uppercut there. Left uppercut, cut, drops him again. Once again, sponsored by Fireman. Call the Truth is saying he's okay, but he looks raggedy. Looks raggedy. Can he make it? Can he survive? Can he make it through the night? It don't look like it. Hooks galore from Weaver. Oh, it's over. Almost did the splits. Mike Weaver doing gymnastics. In the ring. Once again, sponsored by the Fireman. That was a cheeky hook. Never seen Mike Weaver so happy. Damn. I'm gonna have to. That was so nice. We're gonna have to play it twice. Hold on. Okay, let's go again. This replay is sponsored by the Fireman. Okay, this is round 2 still. Some hooks there by Mike Weaver. One minute, 28 seconds left of round 2. Sponsored by Fireman. Oh, nice combo. What was that? A left, right, hook. Oh, big right. Just glances. It's opening up with some combos. Yep. Boom. Gets caught. We're going to have to analyze that. We're going to have to see what went wrong. We're going to have to slow this down. Half speed. So we can see what's really crack-a-lacking. Boom. Okay. Jeez, that's a long way to fall. Did you see? What's this? Left hook coming. Now. Boom. He threw a lazy left. Call the Truth threw a lazy left. Boom. Call the Truth threw a lazy left and Weaver just timed him. He got down crouching, ready to come up. Time knew a left was coming. Knew a left should be coming anytime now. Duck down, crouch, boom. Boom. Okay, let's analyze this. Crouch down. Time it, crouch down, boom. That's perfection. Mike Weaver was known for that wicked left hook. Protect yourself on the right side. Crouch down. Boom, boom. Oh, I was thought he could have put it out there. He could have done it there. But he probably saying to himself, I should have done it just now. But watch him come down. I'm gonna time it now. No. Boom. Damn. The timing was impeccable. And one more time with feeling. Let's do the whole of this little end sequence here. One more time with feeling. Okay. Once again, sponsored by the Fireman. Okay. And TW Designs Limited. Crouch down. Boom. OMG. Sponsored by Fireman. TWI Designs Limited. OMG. Still down. Still down. He's up now. Okay. What's this here? What's this here? That was the last one, surely. Wasn't that the last knockdown? That was the last knockdown. What? I thought that was the last one. Have I miscounted? Oh, the last one's where he does the splits. He's already finished. He's already finished there. He just fell down, really. He's already over. He was just all right, finished. Enough. Oh, enough. It's over. Game over. Game over. It's game over. It's game over. We got a couple of questions in the chat. We're going to get to those in a second. I remember a previous question I didn't get to. Hold on. What's going on? It's still going on? Damn. I thought it was over. What's going on? Is this some kind of replay? I thought it was over. How many times did he go down? 3, I guess. I guess that was the first. That was the second. Now this is going to be the third. Wow. They really let fights go back then. Oh, okay. Have you seen enough now? All right, cool. And the celebrations there, the gymnastics. Watch out. Boom. Yeah. Excellent. Get tight on that as well. Okay. Excellent. So that was the fight. That was the fight of the night. That was the fight of the night, and that was Weaver. That was Weaver versus Carl the Truth Williams. And yeah. Yes. That was a fight of the night. Okay. And then Williams still down. Took a shellacking. You lived to fight another day. That was second round KO. Quick thing, quick night. And that was it. Night. Okay. Boom. Okay. So let's get to a couple of questions in the chat. There was one I missed earlier on. Let me see if I can get to it. Yeah, okay. So there's a question, right? Rafi, when a boxer fails a drug test, does that mean supplements they are taking, or is it more class A? If they fail a drug test, it could be for anything. It could be for a diuretic. It's anything on the banned. It's anything on the banned list. Anything on the banned substances list. Anything. So, for example, Dillian White, years back, maybe 5 years ago, he got banned. 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, could be 6. Yeah, he got banned for taking an over the counter drink, over the counter energy drink. That was Dillian White, and he got 2-year ban for that. And then that's an over the counter supplement. And then you got the other end of the scale where you have a Jarrell Big Baby Miller who had multiple substances in his system. He had GW1516, also known as Endurable, for endurance. He had HGH, human growth hormone, for repair. Great at repairing after training, building back up again. So great for repair. And then what else did he have? EPO, once again, one hell of an endurance compound that has to be injected. So you can't take it by drinking some contaminated water, contaminated this or contaminated that. So you got the two ends of the scale. One got banned for an over-the-counter drink, energy drink, and the other got in trouble for three strong compounds up in his system. But yeah, when somebody fails a drug test, it's for something that is on the banned list. Okay, and there was something else. Oh, MG, yeah, it was strong. It was strong. The age difference was certainly a bit of a concern. Certainly a bit of a concern. And I think there was a second question. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Okay, so does anyone agree that AJ doesn't seem to want to go in for the kill when he's in a position to wrap up his fights? I understand he's cautious, but it's frustrating. They should watch these guys. 100%. Watch the old timers. We say that over here on a regular basis. Say over here on a regular basis. Yeah, they got to go back and watch the vets. Go back and watch the old guys. Go back and watch the guys from the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, and the 80s. Go back and watch all of them shizzles. Absolutely. That's something we preach over here on a regular basis. Weaver, blocking are those, dodging and weaving, dodging and blocking. AJ's following Klitschko's model, it seems to me. Keep it at a distance, but go back and watch these guys. Go back and watch these guys. Carl the Truth Williams, maybe not so much. He didn't use his length to his advantage. Just imagine if Carl the Truth Williams was boxing properly and used his jab properly. Just imagine if Carl the Truth Williams used his jab like a Larry Holmes. Imagine that. TW Designs. Imagine that. Okay. So what time is it now? 2 hours, 11, 43 seconds, 44 seconds. I think, yeah, absolutely. Very frustrating. I think we've done it, guys. I think we've done it. I think we've got to the end of the show. I did it solo, dolo. But it came out nice anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're not new to this. We're not new to doing the solo dolo, but it's the first time I've done the solo dolo on a Friday. And you know what? It was okay. Yeah. Damn. We got through it. And so that was the classic fight 100%. MIH events up in the building. TW Designs up in the building. Much appreciation for the super chat. You know, we appreciate it when somebody just throws a coin in the tin. Always appreciated. And of course, James Jameson. Futch is a great choice, absolutely. James Jameson hit the sack. He had to get his beauty sleep in. And yes, indeed. Okay, we've got through it. Fantastic. And what else is there left for me to say? We chopped it up a little bit of boxing talk in the beginning. Then what did we do? We talked about the Michael Bent story, something I wanted to get out there. And interestingly enough, my latest video, I think I released it while this thing was going on, just before this thing started. Be sure to go and check that out. If you have enjoyed the show, be sure to smash the like button. If you have enjoyed the show but are not a subscriber, be sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure you tick the bell icon. Make sure you got notifications activated so you don't miss nothing. And then, of course, we talked about who's the best trainer of all times. And I put in my nomination. I gave you my 3 selections. And we know who I selected as the best trainer of all times. Damn, great stream again. Yes. I managed to do it. I managed to connect all the dots. You know, I'm getting used to this shizzle. You know what I'm saying? I thought I'd have company, so I thought I'd have a little bit of time to do a few other things. But alas, that was not to be the case. But I think I got through this rather well, considering I was expecting company, but it's a Friday night. People are chilling out. The pubs are back open. Might be some people down the pub. All kinds of reasons. But you know what? Nonetheless, regardless, we do it every time. Every time we get in there and we do the thing. I'll make sure the thing is done well. I'm looking for something now. Am I going to find it? Am I going to find it? I think I found it. Okay. So it was a great night. It's a Friday night. It's the Boxing Talk and Classic Fight Review. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I. And up in the building, we got some new faces coming through. MIH Events, new face to the channel coming through, hitting that like button. He's already subscribed. I know that for sure. And I'm sure he smashed that like button. And he's commented. So he's done all the good things. Then, of course, early out, we had the Philip Carl Roberts. Everybody's down the pub. Making me feel thirsty thinking about it. But no, I'm good. Great stream. Again, Philip Carl Roberts up in the building. And, of course, there was the TW Designs. Not to mention the James Jameson. Not to mention, who did I see earlier on? The DJ Georgie Porgy. And much appreciation to the fireman, blessing the show with a nice little donation. Much appreciated every time. Okay, and so what else is there left for me to say? I don't think there's much left for me to say. We've had a good week of shows. On the Monday, we started off with what do we have? On the Monday, we had the Boxing Talk with Rafi. On the Wednesday, I can't remember what I did. Maybe I just dropped some videos. That was on the Tuesday. On the Wednesday, I think we, for sure, we had over our regular Wednesday night thing with the Rick Glazer. That was on the Wednesday. On the Thursday, we had the unfortunate events going on in the YT community with one of the YT community members. Well, what can I say? Check out the previous live for that. What was that called? What was that previous live called? It's called something like. Did I have it written down somewhere? Pretty sure I had it written down somewhere. What is it? Truths, half-truths, and allegations. Yeah, that's what it was called. It's called Truths, Half-Truths, and Allegations. Make of that what you will. Go and check out the video at your leisure. We had Steve Collins up in the building, Ken Doherty, and a few others. We had Gustav. We've had a few characters up in here tonight. A number of troll accounts, no doubt, in effect. Okay, so what can I say? There's nothing else for me to say other than, probably do something tomorrow. Drop a couple of videos tomorrow. Maybe. Do a little talk, maybe. Do a week's recap, maybe. On the Saturday, maybe. Probably come back with some. Anyway. First and foremost, just get out there and enjoy the sun. The COVID era is coming close to an end. Whoever's not at work right now is going to be getting back to work. That includes me. Not at work right now, but we're going to be getting back to work. Almost a scary proposition, but it has to happen. Got to fill those coffers once more. Got to get those coffers filled once more. And so, I think in a week's time, all this leisure time will be over. And where are we? How are we going to end this thing? Am I going to nail it this time? I'm not doing it properly. If I was doing it properly, it'd be kind of embedded. You just press a button, but caveman Rafi with the technology I haven't got there yet, but I think I got a week. I think I got a week to learn the technology. I'm setting myself a new task. I'm setting myself a new task every day. Set myself a new task every day. I got to learn something. The time is coming nigh. The time is coming to an end. This free paper time, free paper soon bun. Free paper soon bun. And so it's time to gently fade down the music, like so, till it comes down to almost nothing. And you know how we end it. We say, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. It's the boxing talk with Rafi. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. See you tomorrow with a video or something. And the only thing left for me to say to you is blessed.